This is an impossible magic trick. A white cloth, a chair. That's all it takes to make someone float in midair. My eyes nearly popped out of my head. Still couldn't figure out the secret. I desperately wanted to buy this trick from the magician, name any price. But he refused. He said he'd save everything for his grandson. That moment a thought crossed my mind. I asked him to perform it one more time. When he covered himself with the white cloth again, I made my move. I went crazy and took his notebook. 9 years later, a master magician famous for levitation appeared. That man was me. Today a reporter came for an interview. He shook my hand respectfully as he approached. I immediately exposed his trick.
Can I have my ring back, please?
Turns out he was also a magic enthusiast, but his skills were nothing compared to mine. He awkwardly returned my ring, still wouldn't give up, wanted to perform another trick. I generously let him begin. He had me write down some numbers on paper without letting him see, then asked me to get a fruit from across the room. I brought back a banana. The reporter pulled out a small knife, cut right through the banana, proving it was a real blade, then sliced his palm hard, smeared the blood on the paper. The numbers I just wrote slowly appeared. I gave him fake applause, then told him to wash his hands. After he stood up, I ruthlessly exposed him. First he put an electronic tracker in the pen he gave me. When I wrote the numbers, the movement patterns went to his phone. Then he pretended to check messages, actually already knew the numbers, used the excuse to send me for fruit. Meanwhile, wrote the numbers with wax crayon. The blade that cut his palm was a fake, hidden in his outer pocket. The real knife he switched out, still hidden in his inner pocket.
The trick itself was diverting enough, but sadly the misdirection was not. The offering of your own pen, the pantomime of the phone call, the go and get me fruit, the clumsy razor switch, it all feels so flat. It's a catalogue of how not to's, I'm afraid. Useful, if you're still starting out. I hope this helps.
I'll work on it.
I don't mean to sound negative. It's merely constructive criticism. You're clearly a very passionate student of the magic arts. Where does it come from?
I suppose it's from my granddad.
The young man said. He fell in love with magic because of his grandfather, but his grandfather disappeared 9 years ago. My breath caught. He might be that old magician's grandson. I forced myself to stay calm and said, life and death are natural. My condolences.
Never said he was dead.
My whole body went stiff. Quickly found an excuse to end the interview. Even offered him a signed copy of my book. While I went to get the book, the young man rushed to my safe. Entered the numbers I just wrote on paper, but the password was wrong. That's when I appeared behind him. You didn't actually think I was going to give you the code to my safe, did you?
You killed him, didn't you?
I calmly said, you need evidence to make accusations. The young man furiously told me to open the safe. Said there must be evidence inside. No. He told me to wait and see. He'd bring the police with a search warrant, make me spend the rest of my life in prison. After the young man left, I panicked. I quickly turned off the room's surveillance cameras, then opened the safe, took out the old magician's notebook, burned it to ashes. Now there's no evidence against me. Next day, the police really came to my studio, but not about the young man. My wife was murdered last night.